Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Artexrtic and today we're going to learn how to do clouds. Just to let you guys know, the video that you're seeing here is part of my exclusive videos that is more in depth. This video is one of them, but the thing is that it's sped up and me explaining everything from every step I take to what you should do and what you shouldn't do. I go in full analysis over this whole thing, but what I'm doing is more of a quick understanding of what I did. But it's much better if you get the more in-depth version, because there's things I mentioned and I skipped off or cut out that was more important to this anyway. So we're going to make a cloud, and this is going to be really simple. First, before you do anything, you have to make sure that you're not painting on full white. You don't want to do that. You want to make it blue. I make it a light blue or a off blue white color. You have to gradient this in the background, because if you don't do it this way, it's going to make it very difficult to paint the colors correctly when you're doing clouds, because given that clouds are necessarily like white, so you have to know what bounce light and is being part of the sky. So I make a shape of the white of my cloud here, and I use like one or two texture brushes to give it more life, but I explain that more into the exclusive version of this. And I go to the edges and I soften them pretty well with my texture brush. It was pretty fun to do this because this is my first time actually doing it, but at the time I grabbed the gradient color and put it into my cloud by going on the left side of the cloud. Alright, so when you do this, you have to make sure that you're being beholden of the direction. Now, given that it's a cloud, you want to give it more of a 3D in-depth look. I made sure that the shadows do come in, but the point of doing clouds is you don't want to go darker than you should. You should go a lot lighter, because the darker it gets, the more muddy it may end up looking, because you're pretty much using an off-white color on the cloud. I will admit, you don't use straight up white on the cloud. You use a off color. So I use a yellowish, whitish color. So I go to the yellow section of the color wheel, and I put and I make it a lot lighter and whiter, but it's not pure white. Just to keep that in mind. I should have said that at the very beginning, so that's my fault on my behalf. Now, this is where planes come in. As you can see, I'm looking for the planes of my my cloud, and I'm trying to make it as softened as possible with giving it a 3D dimensional look within the cloud. So I use some techniques of using grayscale to make sure my color values are in the right places, because if you don't use your grayscale skills, or at least understand where grayscale comes in, you're going to make some strange and probably not the best choices in your shading. So I suggest for anyone who's into grayscale and want to talk more about grayscale, I do have a video on that. It should be in the corner somewhere. It's one of my old videos, but I'll be making a new video on that very soon, because to update it just for the updating sake, because you can't always go with the old stuff, because I always learn new stuff anyway, so it'll be great to redo the video again anyway. So I put in some of the highlights. I try to not go super light on the subject, but I try to keep it as mid-tonish as possible for the light that contrasts with that of the shadow. Now, we don't use any real occlusion shadows for this one, because I'm just gonna be frank, I was too scared to use occlusions in any shape or form too much, because I didn't want it to look cartoonish. I try to get as painterly as possible when doing this. So yeah, it wasn't easy, but it was fun nonetheless. So I use a little bit of cell shading, a little bit to give more in depth towards the cloud. I tried my best here. I put some bounce light with some pinks and some purples in there, so it has a little bit more life in that sense, instead of just being like off color monotone type grayscale thing. It's more of like it has more life into it. It feels more like a cloud. I still feel like it's a bit stiff, but I think it would have been a lot better if I did a better chance with the surface planes and the values. But I think I did a good a good a good job on it with the cast shadowing and stuff like that. So I hope this helps you guys out there. I hope this has been helpful in my explanation. I try my best to keep up with the video here. If it hasn't been helpful, please let me know and ask me, tell me what do you think I should do better, or at least what suggestions do you like to see in the future. Those of you who are asking or want to know, if you want to be a student of mine, you can be a Patreon member or a TikTok subscriber. I stream to all platforms, from Kick, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, what you can think of it. I'm on it. I stream to all of them at the same time. So if you want to catch up on my streams and stuff, you can. It would be helpful and really nice if you guys came in and just said hello. I would love to hear what you guys think of my videos, if they help you or not, or there's some suggestions you would like to give. I'm always open to suggestions and criticism because that's how you grow as a creator. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy this. Keep it plus ultra, and like I said, if you want to get the exclusive version of this same video of me going full in-depth analysis and also explaining a lot better than this video, it will be at the link in the description in the Gumroad, the Patreon and everything. So anything exclusive, this video will be there. So like Gumroad, Patreon, buy me a coffee, all that stuff, and it's gonna be super cheap. So if you want to get it, you can choose whatever platform you prefer and you feel more comfortable with. So with that said, and and TikTok as well. I might be putting them on TikTok. I might put them as exclusives as well. I'm not sure yet. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep it plus ultra, keep safe, and keep practicing out there. And let me know what you guys think of the video and all that great stuff. So I'm out of here. Later, guys. Bye-bye.